Before beginning the flexibility assessment, begin with a 5 to 10 minute aerobic warm up. The Canadian trunk forward flexion test targets the hamstrings and the lower back. First, you must remove your shoes and then sit with your feet against the box. You must then reach forward while exhaling and holding for 2 seconds. Make sure that your knees are not bending and hands don't overlap. You report twice and score in centimeters. Use the average score from both. Next is the YMCA sit and reach test, which assesses the lower back and hamstrings. First, shoes will be removed. Place the yardstick on the floor and place a strip of tape on the 15-inch mark. Align feet with the tape approximately 10 to 12 inches apart. Then reach forward, exhale during. Fingers must touch yardstick and hold for 10 seconds. Make sure knees aren't bent, hands don't overlap, and repeat twice. Get the average for both scores and score in inches. Next is a chair, sit, and reach test, which is used for older populations. It assesses lower back and hamstrings. You must sit in a chair 17 inches in height against the wall. Extend one leg with ankles dorsiflexed. Keep other leg flat on the floor and keep head aligned normally during reach. Exhale during reach and hold for 2 seconds where someone holds the ruler for measurement. You must scroll both left and right legs. Repeat twice to get the average for both scores, and measure in inches. Scoring for this test goes as followed. Space between fingertips and big toe is scored as a negative, and fingers past big toe is scored as positive. Touching toes is scored as a 0. Next is the Thomas test, which assesses the hip flexors. You must lay supine, bring legs to chest first on the right leg, then the left leg. Hold for 2 seconds. For scoring on the test, it's determined if an unflexed leg remains in contact with the hip flexors are flexible. If leg doesn't remain in contact, hip flexors are not flexible. Next is the Thomas test, which assesses hip flexors. You must lie supine, bring your legs to chest first on right leg, and then on your left leg. Hold for 2 seconds. For scoring on the test is determined if an unflexed leg remains in contact with the mat, the hip flexors are flexible. If the leg doesn't remain in contact, the hip flexors are not flexible.